I've tried hard to not be that guy, but I'm fixing to be that guy. I've told you, we all don't need to get too far left or right, but we also don't need to get too far. There are these connections that are happening that are just, I realize that the Catholic Church doesn't jive with my theology. Mormonism, Islam, Hinduism, all that. Those are all that's a different God and a different gospel, and it isn't foundations based upon Jesus. But what I see right now, the worst characteristic I see about Satan is his desire for control, and not even for control, to control other people by any means necessary. And he will use the gospel. He will even use the words of Christ. And there is biblical standing for that, because the devil knew a lot of scripture, right? Didn't he use it to tempt Jesus? And when he brought him up on the high mountain, he said, "Worship me and turn these stones into bread." And Jesus always denied it, right? There are forces at play, y'all, and with you know, I will never say that it would be a bad thing for us to be a Christian nation, but do you see where we are as far as our morality and the greed and everything? And the control is just getting tighter and tighter, where a smaller and smaller amount of people are controlling it. Go look at all the billions and billions these different organizations have. The Jehovah's Witnesses they're bigger than you think, but I think they're worth a couple of $1 billion. And I mean, I'm calling them out. The Mormons are worth like 300 billion and have like all of our DNA stored away. And the Vatican, it's got, all kinds of treasures and things and underground, and those are all have super very nice people in them. I'm not calling them out as a people. It's their leadership and I guess maybe what do they call them? Like I think they call them quorums or something like that. But there's just a force, right? And it seems like it's all grouping together. I think Glenn Beck just said he was gonna have an Israeli citizenship. And I know Sharia law is a concern, but Noahidism, y'all, it's all a concern. Our constitutional rights are going away. Freedom of speech. They want control over what we do. God bless.